friends, welcome back. Can you guess what we're doing? We're doing nails. I guess I can insert a preview of what these nails are going to look like, but I currently only have a sketch to show. A full sketch with like planned out, this is what I want. These are the accents that I would love to include, all that kind of stuff. So there is no excuse for me to not like this set. This set was actually inspired by the artist. This is the second time that I do a Valfre inspired set. But yeah, this set is inspired by her artwork. I love her illustrations. They're beautiful. I have one of her little like collectibles. Let me show you. Look at how beautiful she is. Is she not? Like, look. She is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I love her so much. As I said, I've been a big fan of Valfre. Seeing her art, I love I have a ziggy hair on my face and I can't seem to get it. Anyway, I love the colors that she uses. I'm, as I said, just a big fan. I'm also really excited about this set, not only the inspiration, but also I want to use some of these supplies that I haven't used in a minute. There are a few supplies that I've used only maybe like once in a video long ago. Other supplies that I haven't really gotten to use besides swatching. If you want to hang out with me for a little bit and see how I make this set, then I hope that you'll keep on watching. All right, Reptilia is back in her spot. Y'all, please forgive me in advance because I'm not sure why, but I have gotten sick very frequently the last like month or so, and I am pretty sure that I have a stomach bug at the moment, and I'm just like not feeling myself 100%. Like my head hurts. I've had a migraine for the last 2-3 days, and it's just been a whole thing, you know? But anyways, we're gonna do some nails, and we're hopefully going to help ourselves feel better. I'm not implying that doing my nails is gonna get rid of my virus, but I do feel like it's going to boost my happy hormones, and therefore that is going to help my overall mood and hopefully help me heal and get back to health because your girl's been struggling. Oh my goodness. I'm also not sure if my sweater is going to, it's actually like a little crocheted shawl that my mom made me. It's so cute. It's green and I feel like it's really cute for spring. Oh my gosh. Today, the day that I'm filming, is the first day of spring. I could not get here faster. I don't mean to like complain. I feel like I do a lot of complaining. I'm also just like super grateful that warm weather is on the horizon. We actually had a severe thunderstorm yesterday, and this morning it snowed. So welcome to Chicago, I guess. But anyway, so I started a video like 2-3 days ago, and because I haven't been feeling well, I'm blaming that. I was working on this video and I was almost finished when my silly self accidentally deleted the footage off of my memory card. And instead of freaking out, instead of beating myself up about it, I just thought to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna start a whole new video because I've already been through enough this month. I don't have to beat myself up about accidentally deleting a video. Did I feel dumb? Yes. Did I feel anger for the first 3 minutes? Yes. But all in all, I wasn't happy with my work to begin with. And I feel like maybe subconsciously, like I knew that I wanted to scrap that video and just not, you know, whatever. But like, I just feel like frick. Like I've been trying to stay on schedule. I've been trying to catch up and start posting on Mondays again, but it's either one thing or another with technical issues, health issues, or whatever. But what's important is that I'm here, right? What's important is that we're not giving up. We're still pushing through. And so yesterday I had to remove the set that I was almost done with. I wasn't happy with the application anyway. I don't know. I'm telling you, I have not really felt like myself, and it showed. it showed, girly. But anyway, at the moment, I only have builder gel on my nails. And there's a part of me that really just wants to keep my nails in my natural length. I almost don't want to wear extensions, but at the same time, I want just like a tiny bit more length. I don't want to increase the length with builder gel only because that's going to take much, much longer. And your girl isn't at her best at the moment. So let me pull out some cover tips and see what I can do. All right, so I know I can't really show you all three, but these are the cover tips that I'm working with. So I have some medium almond nails. These are from Unagella. These are from Apres. These are natural almond medium as well. And these are some that I don't really get to use very frequently, and that's mainly because they run kind of small, and so my thumb doesn't usually fit very well, like from sidewall to sidewall. There's always like kind of a gap there, and so I don't know. I know that if I were to take a little bit of builder gel off, maybe that would work. Maybe that would be better, but I don't want to have to do all that. So I think that alone disqualifies these. These are from Sarah Friends or Sarah and Friends. I don't know. I got them from Sweetie Nail Supply. These are pretty much like very similar in length, the Unagella and the Apres, with Apres being like a hair longer, I want to say. So maybe I just use the Unagella ones and file them down a little bit so that they're not so long. Thing is, I really wanted to keep like an oval kind of shape. Well, I feel like I can still do that, right? Oh, brother. We're going to give it a try. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use these Unagella ones. I'm just going to size these out really quick and apply these. I'm not going to go through the process with you just because I feel like I've shown that plenty of times. I can refer you to a video in which I go like more in detail as to how I apply these. I'll put it up in the cards. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly size these out, apply them. I'll see you in... for me, a few minutes. For you, it's like the next clip. All right, guys, it's sometime later. I had to readjust because the light was killing me. The light was literally hurting my soul. But here we are. I know this doesn't look much different than what I originally had, but I did put the Unagella tips on and then filed them down to a length that I wanted, which was just a little longer than my natural length. And then I went ahead and added some builder gel. The builder gel that I've been using lately is this one from Cuccio. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's this one. It's like a nudie kind of shade. I think it's like cashmere sweater. It's really pretty. This is my favorite builder gel just because it's not too runny, but it's not super viscous. And I'm happy with it. I didn't have to do too much filing afterward. I like them. All right, so I look kind of sweaty and disheveled. All right, so I basically gathered a bunch of pictures from Valfre's art and then picked out all kinds of like either patterns or colors, whatever stood out to me, whatever I thought was super cute. So these are the gels that I'm going to be using. Of course, the majority of these are from my Bessie collections, both the Y2K and the Hello Kitch collections. And then I've just got some random ones here. This one is the one that I've been using a lot lately. This is from MelodySusie. It's like a pastel yellow kind of color. I also have this off-white Beetles gel. I've got this black gel, but you know what? I think instead of this, I'm probably just going to end up using this one from Ball Pit. This is the potted gel or liner gel to do some of these like patterns and things. Just because it's a lot more opaque and I feel like it's better for nail art. I also have this red gel from Yogurt Gel. It is color 36. And oh yeah. Okay, so aside from those gels, I'm also going to be using this Jin.B, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, Jin.B powder. It's basically like a thickening kind of powder. I forgot the actual name for this product, but you mix it into a little bit of your gel and then you can, like, it's an embossing kind of situation. So I'm going to be using that. Something else that I'm super excited to use is this sugar glitter from BonniebeeMemoria. It's so pretty. I have no words. I spilled a bunch of it on my desk. Oh no. I don't know if you can tell. The light is still pretty bright here, but it's like, ugh, it's so, so pretty. I'm stoked to use this. I feel like it'll be a really cool detail in some of the white backgrounds, so I'm excited. I'm also going to be using blooming gel. So during Valentine's, there was this rose technique that I was seeing a bunch where you basically use blooming gel to make these beautiful like roses. I want to give it a try. I have tried it before, actually, not on camera, but I have tried it before, and I do think that it's super cool. So I want to use this. I also want to use this guy. This is something that I bought recently. It's the Yogurt Nail Glitter 51, and this is from their Tweed collection. It's basically just a bunch of little glitters in this gel. I haven't had the opportunity to use it on camera, and that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm also going to be using this pen to do some outlining. I think it'll be a cool way to like pay homage to Valfre's illustrations. A lot of it looks like it's drawn with pen. So let's go ahead and get started. I usually like to apply all of the base colors first, and then I can focus on the nail art one nail at a time, but I just want all the bases to be done first and speed you through that process really quick, okay? Okay, so I changed my mind on the pink selection. I actually want to use this one. This is a semi-jelly gel polish from Born Pretty. I feel like it just goes better with the vibe that I'm going. I don't really have anything else that's like bubblegummy pink. So yeah, I think it's gonna have to be this one. As per usual, I am going to apply some primer to get that sticky layer on my nail, and hopefully I won't have any chipping. I don't usually do whenever I do this step, so just FYI. Layer and then fully cure once I've applied the first coat on all of them. After that, I'll repeat the process because I'm adding 2 layers to each gel. All right, let's hope that was a cool transition. So I did stop just to take a break, and it's a little later, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the nail art. I love the color palette. I think it suits the set. I think in order for me to get the hardest stuff out of the way, I'll just add that sugar glitter on the white once and for all, because it's not that it's harder, it's just that it's messier, and I kind of want to get that over with. I'm going to open this guy up. I'm going to add a layer of base coat first. Okay. All right, and then with my cuticle pusher, I'm just going to scoop up some of this glitter and just sprinkle it over top. Wow, it's so pretty. Oh my god. You guys, under the light, get out of here. It looks so pretty. Okay, hold on. Wow, that's pretty. Whew. All right, so then I'm just gonna dust off the excess. Wow. Like, this lighting doesn't do it justice, but it's so pretty. Wow. All right, to seal everything in, I'm just gonna top coat. Why am I so sweaty? Sorry guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and seal everything with some top coat and then do the same thing on my index finger. All right, guys, not gonna lie, these might look a little thicker than usual, a little more bulky, if you will. I actually quite like it. We're just gonna see where this set goes. But yeah, it is going to be a little bit of a thicker kind of look to this set overall, but it's all right. So bad. I am going to be adding a black kind of swirl pattern, but anyway, something that I'm very excited about is the cat on the thumbnail, the pink thumbnail. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that one. This is the Valfre cat. He's very cute. He or she is very cute. I believe there's a black and a white cat that she includes in her art. Speaking of girlies that I admire, I've been following this nail artist. I think her handle is setsbysuzy, and I'm so in awe of her work. I just love her style. I love the sets that she shares. Yeah, literally anything that she posts, I'm like. So this is me trying to practice enough so that one day I can be as good as Susie. So I'm trying to make sure that these layers of the black are thin enough so that when I cure them, they are able to cure fully. Otherwise, when it comes to blacks and potted gels in particular, I feel like the more opaque the color, the longer that you have to kind of leave it under the curing lamp, because otherwise they'll either wrinkle or just not cure correctly or thoroughly. It's funny, a professor once told me that in order to get better at drawing, sometimes it's a good idea to turn your drawings like upside down. Say for instance, you're drawing a still life or you're copying something. Sometimes it's better for you to turn it upside down so that you can focus on the actual shapes and not make up any of the shapes or any of the items. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the little kitty, it's so cute. And I really don't mind that it's not like perfectly centered. I'm good with that, so I'm just gonna flash cure. Also, this ball pit potted gel is kind of magic because when you're painting, you can still see the brush strokes, but as soon as you cure it, everything is like evened out. It's crazy. All right, so now I'm just gonna add a little bit of yellow to my mat here and draw the eyes. And there, you know what? Instead of using my brush, I'm gonna use a dotting tool. All right, and now I'm gonna draw the little pupil. Perfect. All right, and now for the background on this one, I just want to add some purple polka dots. I think that'd be really cute. There we go. I think I like that. It's cute. Alright, so just to see how it looks, I want to trace, or rather outline, all of the polka dots. But let me just do one and see if that even, like, looks okay. Yeah, I really like that. Ooh, okay. Okay, I like it. Just gonna let that dry a little bit and top coat it. Dude, oh my god. I love that. I love that so much. Yay! So the next nail is the slight emboss kind of nail. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna add my gel, and that should be enough, I think. And I'm gonna grab my thickening powder, and I'm never really sure how much to add, so I'm just gonna do this much. Yeah, maybe this much. That might have been too much. I'm gonna do my best to really mix it in. Let me close this before I do something that I will regret. I'm just gonna paint a heart here. Oh my gosh, there's a Ziggy hair. Okay. If you do have a powder like this, or this particular one, and like you haven't played around with it because you're not too sure how to go about it, welcome to the club. But also try your best not to bounce your brush onto the product because it does kind of create air bubbles. You don't really want any air bubbles in your work. All right, I'm just gonna turn my finger upside down for a few seconds and then flash cure and see where we are. So a little spill happened right there, and I'm not sure how or why that happened, but it's okay because I was actually going to outline the heart anyway, so I think it should be okay. So now I want to add a little bit of stitching, so I think that would be super cute. So let's go and do that. I'm literally holding my breath. That's cute. I'm like looking at this line and I don't like it. I'm trying to see if I can erase it a little bit. I'm gonna cure it. All right, I need my hair up. I'm like sweating. Anyway, the next nail is going to be this red one, and I basically just want to add some leopard print pattern or cheetah print. I took a lot of inspiration from this one illustration, so I'm just gonna grab this same green and then I'm gonna dot it onto the red, so kind of like this pretty much. Sort of like that, just different size green dots. I'm gonna flash cure. And now I kind of find it easier to do the black spots with a dotting tool rather than a brush. So I literally like dip my dotting tool in there and basically just do that. You don't want to like close it. You don't want to close the circle. You kind of just want to outline you don't need to outline the dot. Instead, you add 2 C-shaped spots around it. And you can also add some random irregular black spots in between the larger ones. I kind of like that look to the print or to the pattern. I swear, y'all, I get cold, I get hot, I get cold again. So the next nail is the one with the bow, but because I want to use some of the supplies that I haven't used in a while, or just haven't gotten to use, period, I want to bring out the tweed gel. So just to give it like a cute little background. Kinda like that. I know you can't see it. Oh, maybe I need to fix the white balance. Give me like 2 minutes and I'll do that. I did try to fix the white balance. It didn't change much, but we're moving on. I decided to use up the embossing powder left over on my mat. I mixed it with this pink gel. Electric pulses in the air. Silence speaks, it's never fair. You say words that disappear. Breathing in this fear of fear. And you'll notice I'm curing between each step of the bow, and that's because I wanted the mixture to retain its body. The longer the gel sits uncured, the quicker it'll start to level out. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out how to use this powder because I'm not getting as much texture or 3D-ness as I hoped. There's some height, but not quite enough to give that dramatic effect that I was aiming for. So I'll just have to keep experimenting. For the next nail, I'm going to do kind of like a swirl design, and this one is following the dress that is featured in this illustration. Okay, so I'm just going to grab, I'm going to keep using this really thin liner brush. This is honestly my favorite brush in the world. I have it linked down below in case you are interested, but it's from Temu. I've been taking really good care of it as well. There's the fire that we share. All that's left is wear and tear. Every spark has lost its flame. All that's left is just the flame. Touch me no longer. Hearts grow colder. I was using my Beetles top coat, but then I changed my mind last minute and I ended up going over that with my Bandy Mirror Top Gel. I know it added to the height of my nails, but they were already pretty voluptuous, so to speak. One more layer wasn't going to make a difference. Alright, next up is the rose pattern nail. And this one, it was a struggle. I cut out a bunch of clips where I was frantically trying to work at top speed because the blooming gel, it was a bloomin'. Where's the fire that we shared? All that's left is wear and tear. Every spark has lost its flame. All that's left is just the flame. Alright, so the roses didn't come out as well as I hoped. For some reason, I think the blooming gel was just like blooming a little too quickly. As you can see, I made a few mistakes with this nail. For one, I had too much gel at the tip of my brush. The videos that I had seen around Valentine's Day were definitely larger roses. This technique works better when the roses are a bit bigger. Sometimes I had too much gel pooling at the center of the rose, other times not enough gel to build out the petals, and if you don't use enough, the gel blooms so fast it basically disappears the other one. So I had to rethink my technique and ended up applying blooming gel only to the areas where I wanted each rose. I also flash cured each rose separately. Either I add some hot pink to add some dimension, or I just outline. I think I might just outline. Let's see. So I'm okay with the way that the roses came out. They're not exactly how I pictured them, but it's not terrible. It's fine. Next up is just some Dalmatian spots. Okay, so kind of just like this. And again, I'm using the potted gel. Oh, that's so cute. I like that. Alright, I never thought I was gonna like cow print, or I keep calling it cow print. It looks like cow print. It's supposed to be Dalmatian spots, but I like them so much. I think that is so cute. The next two nails are honestly gonna be pretty involved. I sort of feel like I have to lock in for a little bit and really just pay attention to staying in frame so that you can see what I'm doing. But it's pretty easy in a sense, but it takes a steady hand. So the middle nail is going to have zigzag lines. I don't know what exactly that kind of print is, but basically zigzag lines. And the ring finger on my right hand is going to have white checker background, or white checkers. So yeah. And did I also mention I do plan on adding either charms or maybe little sequin pieces or glitter pieces? I may change my mind at the end and feel like I don't have to add anything to these, but I'm thinking maybe it would be cute to have like extra texture, because honestly, the embossing didn't do exactly what I wanted it to. I mean, you can see that there's a difference in height as far as like where the apex is located, but it didn't create enough like 3D-ness. Anywhoosers, let me see if I can do this zigzag. Wish me luck. So I just did the zigzags. They are not perfect. I did try my hardest to make sure that the lines were at least even in thickness, but I just couldn't. It's okay though, because the longer that I look at the illustration, the more that I notice that those zigzags aren't perfect either. So we're good. We're still good. So next, I'm gonna do some checkers. Oh, one thing I did want to mention though. So I tried to make sure that the black gel was super cured. However, it did end up running, like it smudged a little bit. And I'm not sure if that is due to the gel liner or if it's due to my top coat. It could be that as well. Could also be that I just needed to cure it for far longer than what I thought. So anyways, all right, so for this next nail, I'm gonna get a longer brush, kind of like this one. And I'm just gonna give it a good clean in the alcohol. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna dip the brush. I know this is not the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to really mix the potted gel, but I just haven't taken off the little aluminum seal. So this is what I'm doing. This little jar has been coming in handy because I can kind of steady my hand on it. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Now the last nail is just going to be a sun with two clouds kind of swirling in front of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna finish that off and then come back tomorrow and we'll see about the charms, okay? Hello friends, it is the next day, and not only am I feeling much better, no longer in pain with a migraine, which is awesome. Still tummy issues, it's okay. We're healing. We're getting there, you know? Feeling very grateful. And also, I am so happy with how my nails turned out. Y'all, oh my goodness, my nails. I'm so happy, not just with the design, but also the length. Even though they are bulkier than what I'm used to on most days, I actually like the thickness. As I said, I really like the thickness. I like thick nails. Something about them looking just like juicier, you know, especially when you use a really good top coat and it's like glassy and shiny. Ugh. I feel like I could just leave my nails as they are in their current state. However, I did want to play around with adding some 3D elements to my nails, to my set. So I pulled out a few things that I feel like could play well with the set. So here's what I got. I have these little Orbeez. But yeah, these are really pretty. I'll show you. Let me see. These are so pretty. I'm the type of girly who does not mind adding top coat over these kinds of rhinestone or orbs. I feel like when the top coat hits these, they kind of look more like bubbles. So I like that. I really do think that this would look cute on one or two of these. I don't know just yet. I pulled out some pearls because I feel like that is also really cute too, especially with like Valfre illustrations. For some reason, it makes me think of pearls. So I pulled those out. I pulled out these silver ones. I don't know that these are gonna go that well. We'll see if I even use them. But then I also pulled out these. These I've been loving as well. I think I used the little stars for my, is it my birthday set? Or I think. But they're super pretty and I feel like this would look really nice somewhere. And then I also pulled out stickers. I pulled out some stickers because I don't want to have to paint them. I feel like I've done enough painting, considering. I'm kind of leaning more toward the white stars. Like, I'm not really sure where, maybe on this one, on like this, the pattern that I was thinking of, like the name chevron, I think is the name of this type of pattern, but whatever. But yeah, I'm thinking of adding like one or two of these little stars and then perhaps like tracing it with the black pen that I have. Worst comes to worst, I could also just like trace them with some of the potted gel, the ball pit potted gel, but we'll see. So let's do it. I'm gonna get my rhinestone glue out. I'm gonna clean my nails with some alcohol. I'm starting to run out of my lint-free wipes, and I've been using like little pieces of napkin, and they work just fine. Yo, oh my gosh, I cannot explain to you how happy these nails make me. And the length, more than anything, I feel like this is my length. Well, no, because like I always say that about medium almond and then long almond, so don't listen to me, but like I love the length. Also makes me consider buying shorter cover tips, because these took a really long time to file and perfect the shape, and these are not perfect by any means. Some of these are a little, they're just imperfect, right? But yeah, it makes me want to just order some short oval nails and just like save myself the time. Let's see, what are we doing here? I feel like the space up here is greater than what I wanted it to be. I think I'm just gonna add the star. So what do we think? Gosh, I don't know. I'm second guessing myself now. What if, hear me out, what if I added pearls down the side? Maybe just like 3 on each side. Is that gonna look too busy though? What if instead of the star, I just do like a big pearl? Hold on. Not a big pearl, but like somewhat. Oh wait, that's kind of cute. Let me get a little bit of the crazy top out so that I can add just a little bit more gel. Ooh, wait, this is really cute. Should I just go for the, trying to find like the right placement for this? Even though it is a little bottom heavy, it looks so cute. Let me add the white stars to the nail over here. So these stickers are quite tricky. You really have to be like super careful when peeling them, because they, yeah, see, I just ripped it. I think I can still use it though. Let's see, I'm gonna put you here. Yeah, babe, got her. You can barely see the rip too, so that's great. All right, I think I want to add a couple here and here. I'm gonna do it here. Nice. I keep loving everything. On the checker one, I definitely wanted to add something, and I think I might just go with the pink stars. Ugh, the only thing I'm not loving about this pearl design thing that I did is that it kind of cuts into the bow, like the ends of the bow, so you can't really see that. It's okay, it's fine, it's fine. I think I'm gonna add some of the little pearls to this nail as well. I think that's it. All I want to do now is just add some top coat on my pearls and stickers for sure, so that they're well protected, and then we'll see the end results. See you in a second. Alright guys, well, these are the nails. I'm so happy with them. As I already said a billion times, these were so fun to do, even through my sickness. The only thing that I'm not like 1000% happy with is my line work. So obviously working with my non-dominant hand is so much harder, and so the line work is a little shoddy on my right hand. It's not a big deal to me, and it's good practice. You know, I am trying to get better with my left hand so that I can do better nail art on my right. But as far as the overall design, the overall vibe, I'm very happy with it. My favorite nail, I think, has to be the Valfre kitty. I also really like this one, the green leopard print. My husband said he really liked the stitched heart. He said that one stood out to him the most. But anywho, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know your thoughts on the set. Do you like it? Do you like to hand paint nail art? Or do you just prefer to make your life tons easier and just use stickers? Personally, I love to paint, spend hours upon hours on a project. So this is right up my alley. I love doing this kind of stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will subscribe if you want to hang out with me in the future. Like this video if you liked it. It really helps me out so much. I always appreciate your support. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.